will attend or do attend the schools in this district. I am here today to also ask that masks be optional in the fall for our school district, regardless of vaccination status. Our numbers for COVID cases in Morris County, New Jersey, as of yesterday, are 8.0002 positivity rate. Our vaccination levels are extremely high, and anyone who has wanted to get vaccinated has been able to do so. Those who are vaccinated are protected from catching COVID and can be unmasked and unaffected by those around them, according to the CDC. In fact, the CDC says that vaccinated people are so protected that they do not even need to quarantine if exposed to someone who has tested positive. While we were thrilled to do whatever it took to get our children back in school in the fall of 2020, we are now in a very different situation. Our children have been wearing face coverings for 16 months. During this time, their oxygen rates and their levels of carbon dioxide exposure are now at unacceptable levels. This occurs within 3 minutes of wearing a mask. Studies have shown that the younger children anatomically are at risk of higher detrimental effects than older people due to the structure of their chest and chest muscles, their tongue size, and their epiglottis consistency. I will happily provide sources for this information should you so desire. To continue wearing a mask indefinitely is unacceptable any longer. I will give you a very personal real-life situation that occurred last week that has really opened my eyes. I hope you will think of this when the time comes to make a decision regarding masks in the fall. While at a pediatric cardiologist appointment in New York City last week, my 19-year-old son, who plays football at the collegiate level, had his pulse oxygen levels read as part of a routine checkup. The first reading was 95%, to which the nurse said that this was not an acceptable level. She asked him to remove his mask in order to get a proper amount of oxygen in his blood, so that she could mark his chart to say he was actually getting enough oxygen each time he took a breath. Once he took his mask off and breathed normally for 30 seconds, his numbers recovered to a level of 98% and subsequently 100%. The nurse told me that they are seeing this all the time now, and that children just can't get enough oxygen while wearing a mask. He had only had the mask on for a few minutes prior to the test, but it was enough to make his oxygen levels in his blood drop. His mask was a single-ply cotton mask, not really even a mask at all by medical terms, and yet he was not getting enough oxygen while wearing it. Wearing a mask has been shown to increase our heart rate, our blood pressure, our cardiac output, our ventricle pressure, and our aortic pressure to unhealthy levels. We cannot keep this up indefinitely. New Jersey has lifted the mask mandate. They can breathe fresh air everywhere they go, except at school. The children will hopefully be in school for a full day, starting this fall, and 8 hours a day with only 95% oxygen in the air that they breathe is causing them more harm than good at this point. And it comes down to this very simply. All of our children deserve 100% oxygen in the air that they breathe, regardless of their age, their vaccination status, their religious beliefs, or their medical disabilities, all of them. Thank you.